Hey, I was just sitting around here thinking about important friendships and how we have a false sense of security, thinking that we are more important to certain people than we probably really are. I know that's hard to hear. If you're new around here, my name's Steve Harper. I turn ordinary connections into extraordinary relationships. How do I do that? I speak, I coach, I train, I work one on one with people that are really struggling or people that are ready to up level their relationship game. Not just build a better network, but have relationships that inspire and motivate and drive us. And oftentimes, when we made friendships, we think that is it, that we are good, we are solid. But the reality is, the relationship is always in motion. It's either moving forward, it is slowly slipping back, or it has completely dropped off the radar. And the sad thing about that is, we often don't know that. And that means that the next time we get together and we think we're having this great interaction and everything is awesome, we may actually recognize that maybe things aren't as kosher as we thought they are. Maybe they're not as tight. You may not know it in the moment, but you may go home later in the day and you may think, that just wasn't like it was the last time. It seemed like they were a little distant. They were maybe a little standoffish or maybe not as forthcoming. Maybe I was just off. Maybe they were just off. But no, everything was off because you haven't invested the time or the energy to really continue to grow that friendship. Relationships take work, and sadly, the vast majority of the work gets done by us, and that's okay because as Ripplers, we recognize what our requirements are and what we need to do to step up and actually make a difference in someone's life, and we're constantly looking for ways to do so, which by extension is adding deposits to that relationship, which makes people want to be around us, makes people long to be around us, makes people want to like help us when we need it or return that call or not shy away from that voicemail. And they really buy in because you've bought in, you've spent the time and extended the effort to grow that relationship, which is super awesome. But as selfish creatures, we often think, we don't have to do anything but the bare minimum. And bare minimum will make sure that you have a bare response in and when and if you ever need somebody. That friendship will not quite be as tight as you think it is, and not the time to find out when you really, really need them. So, yeah, step up to the plate, figure out who your important people are, and start figuring out what you need to do to start making those social deposits and creating those positive ripples for them today. I promise you, a year from now, you will be glad you did, and they will be appreciative you did as well. Ripple on.